Welcome to the Desired Grades. This is Divya Gupta here. Today we will learn about the topic osmosis. Now, osmosis it means it is a movement of the solvent which is occurring across a semi-permeable membrane. Now, semi-permeable membrane it means, as the name indicates, it will allow only the selected molecules, ions or the elements to pass through it. Now, this movement will occur from the lower concentration of the solute towards the higher concentration of the solute. Clear? Now, why this it is happening? It is happening in order to equalize the concentration of both the solute and the solvent across the membrane. Now, osmosis is a physical process. It means it is occurring by its own. There is no need to use the external pressure or external energy. Next thing, it is a passive transport. It means there will be no need of ATP for the process to occur. Now, osmosis can occur in any of the three solutions like hypotonic, hypertonic or isotonic. First of all, we will learn about the hypotonic solution. Now, what the hypotonic solution is? As you can see here, inside the cell there are more number of solute particles, while outside the cell within the membrane there are less number of solute particles. So we can say over here that inside the cell there is a concentrated situation, while outside the cell there is a dilute situation. Okay, so hypotonic it means what? Outside area of the cell it is less concentrated, so it will lose its water or the cell will gain the water in order to equalize. While gaining the water, the cell will start to swell up, and after some time a condition can come where the cell can burst out. Clear? This was about the hypotonic solution. Now the basic example is when we place the resins in the water. After some time they will swell up. They are swelling up because they are gaining the water from the outside environment, and they will swell up. Next is the hypertonic solution. Hypertonic it means, as you can see in the figure, inside the cell there are very less number of solute particles, while outside the cell there are so many of solute particles. So the outside environment will be the concentrated, while the inside environment will be the diluted one. So outside solution will be called a hypertonic because it is containing more number of solute. What will now the cell do? It will lose its water. Clear? It will lose its maximum of the water to equalize the concentration. So what will happen? The cell will start losing its water. After some time the cell will shrink up. Now shrink up it means it will become very small in size. Such type of cell is also called a plasmolysed cell. Third condition is that isotonic solution. Isotonic solution it means what? Here you can see that inside the cell and outside the cell almost equal number of solute particles are there. It means there is no difference in the concentration across the cell. So there will be the mutual inward and the outward movement of the water. At the end what will happen? There will be no net movement of the water will be observed. So the cell will remain as it is. It means there will be no change in the shape of the cell. Such cell we will call as a flaccid cell. Now one more thing is related to the osmosis is that osmotic pressure. Now some conditions can occur sometimes in which we do not need the solvent to move in. So we need to apply the pressure from outside that will stop the osmosis. Here you can see in the first diagram there is a semi-permeable membrane between the pure solvent and the solution. Now the solution will start gaining the water and the pure solvent will start entering towards the solution. Now if we do not need this situation to occur, what we will do? We will apply the pressure or the external pressure towards the solution side so that there will be no entrance of the solvent. Such pressure we will call it as a osmotic